What's going on, YouTube? Back at it. We back at it with another one. This is another one that can be used universally, not just in your relationship, not just in your marriage, not just with a woman, but this could be used in all facets of life. Today, we're going to talk about how it's okay to say no. Now, we already know it's okay to say no. No is a word in the vocabulary that is very easily to say. It's one syllable. It's two letters. It's nothing really complex about saying the word no. It's just as easy to say the word no as it is to say the word yes. So we're not talking about the actual saying of the word. We're talking about, when and how to exercise the word. Now, it's really simple, even though, especially in relationships, we tend to lose the simplicity of the when and how to use the word no, especially when we're talking about relationships with the opposite sex, long-term or marriage, especially marriage. Now, I know you can sit there if you're a husband and you've been married for a sufficient amount of time and act like you don't know what that feels like if you want to. But you can run from me, you can run from everybody in the world, but you can't run from yourself and God. Always remember that. Now, back to the basics, back to the topic at hand. You see, so one might ask, well, when is the right time to say no? They say there's no such thing as a dumb question, but that would be a borderline dumb question. See, I'll tell you why. Because the best time to say no is when you don't want to do something. The best time to say no is when you want to say no to something. That's the best time to say it. Like, it's really common sense. You can teach a lot of things in this world, but you cannot teach common sense. That's just something that you're either blessed with or you're not. Now, prime example. Your female wants to go on a double date. Your wife or your long-term girlfriend wants to go on a double date. You hate double dates, but you do it anyway because you think you're going to get you a little piece if you go along with the program. But as so many of us have stressed and will continue to stress, it's the complete opposite. You see, not putting your foot down is what is going to hinder you from getting the peace. You're not getting no peace by being a doormat and a footstool. If you don't want to go on no double date because you can't stand her friend and her friend's boyfriend or husband, then be like, look, you can go. I don't have a problem with you going. This is going to be a three's a crowd date because I'm not going. And that's all you got to do. You don't have to go and be all emotional. You don't have to be all irrational. You don't have to get in your feminine energy. All you have to say is you can go if you like. I'm not going. I don't like double dates. I don't like Sandy and I don't like Andy. So I'm not going. Now, this video is actually this is actually twofold. It's a twofer, okay? Because what's going to happen when you do that? See, because obviously we got to apply this into real world scenarios. What's going to happen when you say that? She's going to probably have an attitude. She's going to throw a little kid fit. Or she's going to give you the silent treatment. But either way, the underlying issue is that she's going to have an attitude. That's perfectly fine. You see, as a man, you have to be prepared and equipped to deal with your woman's attitude. You know how you deal with your woman's attitude? You leave her be. You let her stew in her own attitude. So if you guys are in the room together, you simply get up and you go to another room. Or if you live in a studio, you simply get up, you put your shoes on, and you go out and go for a walk. You see, it's only 15, 20 minutes is all you need. 15 to 20 minutes of separation is all you need. Now, when I say separation, I mean complete separation. Do not get up, leave the room, leave the house, leave the apartment, leave whatever the environment is, and 5 minutes later text her and be like, hey, you okay? Like, no, because you have lost. And you might as well get ready to go on that double date. You get up, you remove yourself from the situation completely. You come back 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, you come back. You don't even readdress that situation. You see what the atmosphere is like. If she still has an attitude, if she's still giving the silent treatment, you give her some more space. You keep giving her space until she becomes an adult again. And when she's ready to be an adult, then you guys can have a conversation. And you can, if she wants to readdress that situation, all you have to do is reemphasize the fact that I don't like Sandy and I don't like Andy and I really don't like double dates. So that's my reason why I don't want to do that. Now, the double date thing was just an example. You can use that for anything. That's just one of my pet peeves. So that's the first thing that came to my mind. But you can use that for anything. So let's recap. You say no when you don't feel like doing something. You say no if no is the right response. If you don't want it, if you don't want to do it, if it doesn't pertain to you, if it doesn't move you, you say no. Number 2, if she has an attitude, you walk away. You let her be. You come back. If she still has an attitude, you rinse and repeat. And you keep rinsing and repeating until she's ready to be an adult. That's how you say no. That's how you mean no. And more than likely, she won't ask you to do that again. So, thank you guys for sticking around if you still made it to this point of the video. If you made it this far, like, subscribe if you want to, but definitely like, comment your opinions or your suggestions. And as always, if this doesn't pertain to you, it probably pertains to somebody that you know. So share this video and be blessed.